غرباء 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 غرباء.
We can see unfortunately how many of our young individuals, and sincere advice needs to be given to them, that on the first day of Eid, the first of Shawwal, this message needs to be given harsh and strongly to our community, that some of these young people, they think that us clerics, we're ghafil, we're unaware, we're heedless of what's taking place around us. That these people need to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and your friends and associates need to give them advice. That these people in that night will go and collect their drugs, their alcohol, where they're going to fornicate, where they're going to commit adultery. That is the reality, brothers. It is sad to mention that in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but that is literally how many young Muslim boys will be preparing themselves on that final night of Ramadan. That message needs to go hard to these individuals, and to give them that reminder, likewise the day of Eid, that even one young individual retracts themselves from this haram actions on that blessed day. We've had to offer on so many occasions that young boys have died on the day of Eid in a state of intoxication, nudity, fornication, drunkenness, celebration. That's no exaggeration. That in general, as ulama mentioned, is known as su'ul khatima, an evil ending. As for the judgment of that person, that is indallahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. But externally, it's classified as an evil ending. A very, very bad evil ending. To such a degree, we've had some young boys that the body bags that came to collect their bodies, their body is as flat as the body bag. Because in excessive celebration, dropping out of their limousines, out of their cars, and then just being crushed by a lorry. That was the end of that individual. That is no exaggeration, brothers. That is a number of times that's happened, that this has happened to these individuals. And so we have friends who are going to be planning such activities. There's nothing wrong with halal entertainment, doing something which is acceptable. But this type of gathering of haram, of muharramat, and celebrating with alcohol and liquor and drugs and fornication, this type of filth and vice, there's no ikhtilaf in the ulama. There's no difference of opinion. And sometimes we begin to bicker away about the political state, begin to talk about our own personal agendas. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. For every one youth we bring in the masjid, there's probably 999 who are still on the streets. That is the reality. Some of us don't seem to recognize that we live in our own bubble world. We need to burst that bubble to get out to the wider community, to remind them and give them the admonition to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not to waste their lives in these evil practices.
غرباء غرباء